So we know in that last example, since b is 1, it's going to be in this form, something tangent theta. Okay, let's do this backwards now. Say we have these 4 as our multiple choices to figure out what our equation is for this graph. Okay, here's how I want you to do this. Just look at one period. So I know here my one period is 2 pi. And remember for this one we have, for tangent, we have p equals pi over b. And our period is 2 pi. So we got 2 pi equals pi over b. I'm going to set this up as a fraction. We're going to cross multiply. We're going to get 2 pi b equals pi. I'm going to solve for b here. So I'm going to divide by 2 pi. Pi's cross out. So we're going to be left with b equals 1 over 2. Okay? So I know for this case, this one has to be my answer here, right? So my b here is 1 over 2. Here my b is 2. This one my b is 1. And in this one my b is pi. Okay? So that's an easy way to figure out how the graph matches with the equation. Look for one period, solve for your b, and then you should know that should be in front of the theta. Okay, let's do one more. Okay, here's our last one. So pause this and take a look. Here's your 4 choices. Here's our graph. Try to think of which graph would match. Which equation would match the graph. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to figure out one period. So I know from here to here it starts over. So here, in this case, my period is 3 pi over 4. And we know period equals pi over b. And we know our period is 3 pi over 4. So we're going to replace that with this. We're going to cross multiply. We get 3 pi b equals 4 pi. We're going to solve for b, so we're going to divide by 3 pi. The pi's cross out, and we're going to be left with b equals 4 over 3. Okay, so that tells me one of these two have to be the answer. So 3 over 4 is not the answer. Notice this is flipped upside down. Remember, this negative means it's going to flip it. So normally tan goes this way. Since this is upside down, this is negative. So this one we can eliminate. This one's going to be your answer. So the negative flips it upside down. And our b is 4 over 3, which we solved here. So we should have a negative in front. And we should have 4 over 3 as our b. So there's your answer for that one. So that's how you can work it backwards if you have a graph and it's multiple choice.